How's it going, y'all? Back with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. Sorry about the late preview. I was going to make one yesterday or Wednesday, which, it was Halloween. I was on candy duty. I had to give out candy. Plus, I, took my nieces out, whatever, My neighbors also had a party across the street. I was drinking, eating, and, was drinking and having a good time, and I was like, at 5 in the morning I'll make a video, not know even what I'm even saying, like, rah, 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 like that, nah. So, I said, let me just wait until Friday. And usually it's always Thursday, always Wednesday. Everyone knows that it's Wednesday or Thursday my videos come out. And the people that are fans and have been here for years, since 2015, 2014, they know it's those dates, since maybe a little pushback till Friday. But hey, thank you very much for viewing anyway. But let's get right down to it. Eagles versus Bears in Philadelphia. We're finally home. Finally home after a 3-game road stretch. At Minnesota, at Dallas, and at Buffalo. We haven't been home that long. And we got our asses whooped twice. Against the Vikings, and then against Dallas, and in Minnesota, and then you finally, the whole thing goes on with the Scandrick thing. We already talked about that three videos ago, wherever. Let's get out the way. But the team comes together as one, goes into Buffalo, beats a really good Buffalo Bills team. Well, defensive-wise, offensive-wise, you know what I'm saying? But we'll, they do what they had to do. But going into this game of Chicago Bears, now I know one thing about the Chicago Bears is they want revenge after what happened last year in that playoff game. The double doink. They felt they were the better team, and honestly, looking at it on paper, yeah, we were the better. We, Eagles, were the better team, but we weren't. Because, in my opinion, just looking at that Bears team that year, and I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a Bears fan at all. Like, you know what I mean? But I will say this. That Bears team beat the Rams in the regular season. Demolished them. Basically put the blueprint out on, hey, this is how you do it against the Rams. This is how you beat them defensively. Even though we kind of started that. But still, they put it out earlier that season, last season. Then Bill Belichick finished that up, if you remember, in the Super Bowl, and said, this is what you do. And show them phased offense. But let's get right down to it. This, in my opinion, is going to be a tough game. I don't want to hear. Listen, I know Trubisky's not a good quarterback. Like I have guys I know that are Bears fans, and I see footage, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be just them sending me photos. I wish I could put them on here. Photos and little videos, tape. That he is just not, like, he can't read the field, can't read the defense. 2 dudes are wide open right here, and he's aiming for a dude who's triple covered or double covered. Didn't get intercepted, but still, you could have hit those guys. They could have hit it, took it for at least 5 yards. That's why the Bears are one of the worst, if not the worst team at yard after the catch in the league, which surprised me when I read that. I was like, really? I thought the Eagles were. Because shit, we ain't got no damn body catching the ball and taking it after besides Miles Sanders and Desean Jackson. He's been on IR since week 2. But let's get right down to it. So last week, if you've seen, the Bears did try to establish the run, and they have throughout the season with David Montgomery and Tariq Cohen. So last week they ran the ball 38 times. Okay. Last week we ran it 41 times. Okay. We won 31-13. They lost, what was it, 14-17. They lost to the Chargers. They're also on a 3-game losing streak. So they're desperate. They need wins. And they're in a division that's real tough with the Packers and Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings and Packers, at least, they play each other twice a year just like the Bears do. But, hey, them two are, like, looking at each other like, yo, who... But the Packers right now are, where they are. But all I'm going to say is I think it's going to be a lot of running in this game. A lot of getting it done. Do we have to do. I do think, and I forgot all about it until now when the game came around, that Jordan Howard used to be a Bear. And he might want revenge on the team that got rid of him. Now, I understand he did not fit the offense that Matt Nagy wants to run down there with the Bears. But this is the thing. Doug Peterson comes from the same tree as Matt Nagy, which is the Andy Reid coaching tree. Now, thing is, though, Doug, yeah, he comes from the same tree, but he has a little bit of a different offense if you look at it. He's more of a, he coaches on his strength of his players, not just lives and dies by this West Coast offense. He'll do stuff like he did when Nick Foles took over the Super Bowl or took over the Super Bowl run, did the RPOs and pulled out some Chip Kelly plays. But once Howard is going and doing good, he's under center running him. Not the shotgun stuff, not the this, not the that. And that's the thing Doug needs to get through his head. You've seen it last week, and you've seen it in a whole Super Bowl run. You got those big damn bruisers up front at O-line and a power back. You get under center, and you slam it into his chest and let him plow through that line and just go. So that should continue this week. Now, Desean Jackson is returning. In my opinion, this is a must-win game. It is. It isn't. It's hard to explain what it is. But I will say this. He does help out a lot. He helps the whole offense, whether it be him just being on the field, because you know what? Wentz might throw a ball, and hell, I don't know where these guys are now going to get 5 yards after the catch because they're going to be a little more open than how closed in everything was. You know? So that does help Desean Jackson being out there. Even if he's at 75% or only 80%. But some people are saying, the Eagles can still win. I didn't say this, but some people are saying the Eagles can still win this game even without Desean Jackson. If they play the same way they did last week, with the return of a lot of injuries coming back, because you got Ronald Darby back, you got Jalen Mills back, and now you got Devontae Maddox who's taking over the nickel spot. No more Sidney Jones. The corners are back. Timmy Jernigan's been practicing. I don't know if he's going to start. I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know what, but I know he's been practicing. Limited, though, but still practicing. Just like Desean Jackson, but Desean Jackson's going to play. Okay. He does open up everything in the run game, in the pass game, and gets it going because he's that deep guy. He's that speed guy. But overall, the Bears are desperate for a win. They need a win. The 3 straight losses, the first time the Matt Nagy era. I know he's only his second-year coach, but still, 3 straight losses. And that worries me a little bit because I see how Dallas Cowboys, 3 straight losses. And they came in and we were like, 3 straight losses, they might be a little worried, but then they blew us out. I wasn't home. It was different circumstances. I hope this team still sticks together and everything just keeps moving forward. But I just want to look at a couple things. Mitch Trubisky, in his last in 5 of his last 6 games, he has a quarterback rating of 86.1. Okay, the only time he's got over 100% or more quarterback rating this season was 1 game against the Redskins. That's telling. I just wrote a few notes. I never do that, but I just wanted to put these down because it just got me thinking, like, wow. And then they say Wentz hasn't passed for over 200 yards in 4 of his last 6 games. I look at his, bro. These guys can't get separation. These receivers cannot get separation. That's why. He's throwing balls and the guys are going directly down. Alshon's going directly down. Ertz is going directly down. Every guy. But once Desean was on the field, week 1, you saw what happened. Dude passed for like 350 yards and, 3 touchdowns? 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. Bears still have a phenomenal defense. Pass-wise, pass-wise, run-wise. Run-wise, they're 3rd in the league at rush per attempt. But they still can give up rush yards. The only team they really held down in that rush game was the Chargers last week. And they still lost, but the Chargers O-line sucks. So that's why. But I'll tell you what, they are missing Hakeem Hicks. I'm telling you right now. That dude can ball. And you can just see it from the way that their D-line is looking in terms of the run game. Now, they are still a league-high run defense and pass defense, of course, with Khalil Mack. And, that's the scary part. It's a big test for Andre Dillard going against Khalil Mack. That's the only thing that scares me. This could be the game where Wentz gets hurt. This could be the game that injures Wentz. And I don't want to say it in a bad way because I do not want to see Wentz get injured, but this could be the game. You got this rookie guy, only played a handful, maybe 3 or 4, not even a handful of games as a starter. Going against Khalil Mack. That scares me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Their defense is not the problem at all with the Chicago Bears. Their run game's not the problem at all either. It's the quarterback play and the offense. The receivers are still good. Allen Robinson is a beast. You know, they got many dudes. That's why I'm not writing this off as just an easy win. But they should win at home. You know what? And then we get into the bye. But go Birds, flag was fly. I want to keep going on. This video's going too long. You guys probably be like, oh, I don't feel like watching all this. So comment your thoughts. You think we win, we lose, and what do you think are the key factors in the win or loss? But Desean Jackson is back. I'm happy about that. He might get hurt after his third run on the route because he's not 100%. We'll see. Go Birds.